Liam's been trying to teach me robotics. It's more complicated than I thought. Rosalind is as smart as she is beautiful. I just wish I could get her to notice me.
Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
You're here.
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want Supplement 77.
I am sorry, sir, but that supplement is no longer available.
Useless machine.
Greetings, sir. Welcome to the commissary. Would you care for food?
Hey there.
So you were there the day the bombs fell. That must have been terrifying. Excuse me.
The commissary is always open. Would you like some processed sustenance packets?
What have you got?
I can offer a range of nutritious and great food. Supplement 7 is very popular for its spicy flavor. And food.
Uh-huh. Let's see what you got.
Feels like this project has been going on for months. Rumor is, Advanced Systems will be starting a new dark matter initiative soon.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
Hey, it's me. So you're the one who sent the encrypted message. How did you even do that? I wasn't sure anyone on the surface would have a chance to crack Trinity. You know, the encryption algorithm.
A friend named Tinker Tom cracked your encryption.
He must have had some serious hardware to pull that off. Wow, your message was only one word. Friend. What did you mean by that?
The Railroad sent me to look for someone they call Patriot. That's you.
What? The Railroad? As in the Railroad? And they gave me a code name too? I kept sending synths to the surface hoping someone would help them. I hoped the Railroad got to some of them, but I never knew for certain.
You saved a lot of synths.
So much to take in. But wait, with you in the picture, I have this idea. To rescue a lot of synths at once. But we'll need help. Where's he working now? Right. Let's go to the West Atrium. Probably best to talk about something else right now. You know my father thinks it's a living hell on the surface. But that can't be right. Heck, you look positively normal to me. No offense. I'm not sure if we could ever make the surface actually a decent place to live. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't at least try to help, you know?
Do you require anything?
Hey.
Do you require anything?
Good. He's here. Z-114. It's me.
Sir, do you require something?
It's okay, Z-1. He's a friend. He's with the railroad.
Meeting here is dangerous. And you bring a stranger. You. How do I know we can trust you?
Because the members of the Railroad have dedicated their lives to fight for your freedom.
I thought only Mr. Benet cared. But your friends actually fight for us?
That's what the railroad does, C1. He's from the surface.
I've never met another human willing to help. But, sir, we must make this quick.
Right now, how many synths want to escape, C1?
The ones I know for certain? 13.
That'll take forever. Let's free those 13 all in one go.
I would do anything for my people. But how do we get them to the teleporter? It's no good. The old maintenance tunnels that lead there are always sealed. By the SRB.
If I can find a way to open those doors, could you get your synths to the teleporter room?
Yes. We'll talk later. Someplace more secure.
Liam.
Just a few high-security doors, right? Controlled by cutting-edge SRB security tech. Yeah. A head-on hack is the sucker play. So we go at them sideways. You're willing to help, right? I can't do this alone.
Of course I'll help you.
Our core security architecture hasn't fundamentally changed from the old CIT days. The original security program was called Code Defender. Revolutionary stuff. We still have terminals running version 1, mothballed in storage. With some persuasion, I can get an old terminal to interface with the new security terminals. Enough to open doors, at least. Problem is, I can't even crack version 1. So I need a good old-fashioned username and a password. And that's nowhere to be found in the Institute. But if you could get me a pre-war admin password from the surface, I could log right in.
Where would I find that?
Unfortunately, I don't know. The CIT ruins were picked clean years ago, but some of the admins had to live off campus. Ask your friends in the railroad.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thanks again.
Of course.
Sir.
The
Good to see you.
Institute is my life. I hope it'll be yours too.
Doctor.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
I'm not on board with anything.
No? And yet here you are, poking around. One might find that suspicious. If you're not planning on staying, I'd recommend keeping your hands to yourself. Wouldn't want to give the impression...
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
Huh, I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thanks again.
Of course.
The Institute's a big place. It might take a while to learn where everything is.
Hi.
Everyone's excited about the new
Doctor.
synth project.
They weren't kidding. You really are here.
Uh-huh.
Well, all right. When Father told us, if you don't mind my...
I just wanted to find my son.
Now that you've found... Now, as you might guess, we maintain enough... There's a lot of machinery.
Sure.
The work we do might... So, now that...
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. It'll be a load off Sean's mind. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot to... If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facilities...
Who built this place, originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it.
Dr. Fillmore.
Hi there. Something I can help you with?
I'd like to know about the people in your division.
Of course. Dr. Lawrence Higgs is our mechanical engineer. Power distribution is Dr. Evan Watson's area of expertise. And Dr. Newton, he coordinates with bioscience to ensure that our meals are balanced for optimal nutrition. We also make use of a number of synth units for low-priority maintenance.
Allie.
Hey, what do you need?
It must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place like this.
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape for every precious ounce of voltage that we can. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that help supplement our power budget. When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take only what we need, of course. Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working.
Right.
It's a good thing, too, because the demand is... You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular dematerializer consumes.
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
What can I requisition?
I have access to a modest selection of arms.
I'll take a look, sure.
We don't usually welcome outsiders. I hope you can appreciate your good fortune.
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%. Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more synths bumping into walls. All right, that's all for now. You can resume your duties.
A clean and healthy work environment is essential to maximum productivity.
Power demand jumped another 5% this year.
Hi, Doc.
It's a real juggling act, trying to keep all the systems down here operating. Agreed. This place...
It was probably just a glitch in the nervous system. The fine motor control software was an update.
if it were just a limb twitching, but her eyes were moving as well. Involuntary twitching and a rapid eye movement. You just if you're about to involve one of your artificial systems in the
don't bother. I've heard enough of it. Write them down from now.
But we can't just use the levels of believe that? Great! Why can't it have a soul? And if a soul has a soul, then it is a living person by every standard. Of course it is far more comfortable to think of them as machines, so we can do what we want with them.
If you disapprove of the work we do here, Doctor,
I'm simply trying to open everyone's eyes to new possibilities.
well, it's an unwanted distraction. We're men of science, philosophers, and well to remember this.
Welcome. Please proceed directly.
Excuse me, I've got reports to deliver.
Mankind redefined. It's catchy, isn't it?
With our third generation parts, we can find
Hey.
I am pleased to assist with the processing of new synths.
Hi.
I can't imagine living on the surface. It sounds like a nightmare.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I've increased synth responsiveness by 0.04%.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Ah, it's you. You're finally with us. I'd just like to apologize for any trouble our synths may have caused for you on your way here. They, of course, couldn't be told of your identity, and they have very specific protocols for protecting themselves and Institute interests, most of which I designed myself. Not to make problems for you, though. Will you be staying with us, then?
Yes, of course.
Ah, good. Sean is most pleased, I'm sure. He's been quite anxious to have you with us. If you require anything, especially as it pertains to synths, please let me know.
Doc.
Today is full of possibilities.
Hello.
Theoretical limits are made to be broken.
You smell like you've been above ground.
We are working at optimal efficiency.
Construction is proceeding according to schedule.
G981 is our shift leader.
Please direct all inquiries to G981.
Excuse me.
We are working at optimal efficiency.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do.
Always be vigilant. We have many enemies.
People on the surface have got it pretty bad. Makes me thankful for being down here.
Doc.
Welcome. Welcome. It is so good to meet you. I truly hope you'll come to think of the Institute as your home.
What do you do here?
Oh, I'm in charge of housing and provisions. It's my mission to ensure that everyone lives a comfortable and productive life. You should know that many of us consider it a great honor to have you here.
Dr. Oberlin.
Good to see you. Feeling well today?
Greetings, sir.
Are you seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together?
What now?
Carry on,
They're
sir.
dragging their feet on the targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me. Send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
It's an honor to meet you, sir. Pardon me, sir.
If you see any suspicious synth activity, report it immediately.
Doctor.
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions, It's nothing personal, I assure you. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, well, I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. Now, unless you need something else, I'll...
If you're the acting head of the SRB, who are you filling in for?
Dr. Zimmer holds that position. He's supervising the retrieval of some of the more high-profile units. In his absence?
Uh-huh. Justin.
Yes, what is it?
You mentioned that coursers undergo special...
The SRB constantly monitors our Gen 3. Those who show tenacity, fearlessness, and independence undergo a rigorous training regimen. We teach them armed and unarmed combat, investigative technique. Those who pass a final evaluation become coursers. The rest have their memories wiped and return to their former duties.
Dr. Ayo.
What do you want? And please, make it quick.
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation.
Fine. Once a Courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced.
Father's a great man. You must be very proud.
The Directorate should take the synth escapes more seriously.
Excuse me.
I swear I spend half my time smoothing the feathers that Justin ruffles. We need to be able to collaborate with the other divisions, and that's a lot harder when they're always angry at us.
What's Justin doing that's causing friction?
Oh, he's just pushy and demanding. He thinks his problem should be everyone's biggest concern. I have to admit, though, the other divisions have never taken our needs as seriously as they should. Guess they see us as a necessary evil or something. It's really not fair. Oh, just listen to me. It's the first chance we've had to get acquainted, and all I want to do is complain. In any case, it was good to meet you.
Alana.
I know it'll be a difficult adjustment for you, but try to remember that synths aren't people.
Always be vigilant. We have many enemies.
Hey there.
Feels like this project has been going on for months.
Situation in the...
What is it this time?
One of our Courser teams was ambushed by raiders. They survived, but suffered severe damage and can't relay back.
Damn it. It's not like we have numerous retrieval teams at our disposal. What does the current field team need to complete the mission? All right, send 2 coursers for the extraction. Tell them to proceed with caution. Those raiders might still be around.
If we do that, we'll be down to the minimum number of on-site units.
All right, retrieve them and prep another team. And tell them to be careful. I can't afford to lose any more coursers. If you see any suspicious synth activity,
pardon me, sir.
Immediately.
Unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial then. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Now hold still. There. All done. You can return to your duties, and remember to record every symptom you experience in detail.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject for you, Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Good to see you.
I have to admit, the third-generation synths are really something. Once you've settled in, I'll want to do a physical and get a file going on you. No hurry, though.
Father has done remarkable things. I would not exist were it not for
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
No, I can't talk about that. Dr. Watson can be a little obsessive when it comes to rules and policies.
Rumor is, Advanced Systems will be starting a new dark matter initiative soon.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
I wish I had more time to spend with Quentin, but I can't be in 2 places at once. We haven't been able to crack that one yet.
Hey.
I used to work exclusively on the synth projects, but lately I prefer less
that was productive.
animated pursuits.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Hmm? Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets of design schematics, and now I'm doing detailed mental comparisons.
That's amazing.
Oh, well, a lot of us do that. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I just wanted to say how much I admire Father, and that it's an honor to meet you. I really hope you'll stay here with us.
Rosalind.
If you ask me, we're only scratching the surface with the latest synths. Sleep is such a waste of time. I'd rather be designing more efficient plasma emitters. It's really exciting having you here. I can't wait to see what you can do.
Safety first. Remember that. Safety protocols are going to be sufficient.
This is day 8 of Trial 6. The last week has been very productive, but exhausting. I think we'll need a break after this. Benet has done some really marvelous work with the personality mesh. It's almost too good. The responses map almost identically to expectations, some of the most lifelike I've seen. Of course, it's not really Sean. None of his memories are in there. That, even now, would be a step too far. It's starting to have an effect on the team, I think. I know I've been caught up in the moment once or twice. Just a second or two, forgetting that he's not a real boy. Still, I think we'll need to consider restricting him to the lab only for the moment. I'm well aware that others are put off by his presence. If I were slightly more arrogant, I might consider that a sign of success.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
Don't worry. I promise I won't get in your way.
Thank you, I do appreciate that. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
Tell me about the people in your division.
I'm not sure what there is to say. Dr. Watson is the Specialist Project's lead scientist. Dr. Ormond is one of the youngest scientists in the Institute, and she's something of a prodigy when it comes to physics.
Dr. Lee. Is everything okay, Dr. Lee? You seem pretty tense.
Yes, things are... It's fine. I'm sorry, I don't socialize much.
Dr. Lee, I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't mind.
Taking your new appointment in stride, I see. Very well. We've shifted resources off of other projects, like the Child Synth, to focus on Phase 3. I'm hoping that the above-ground efforts are successful. I understand those depend heavily on you.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done, all that he has...
Hey, Z1.
Do you require anything?
Nice. Got it.
Standing down.
There we go.
We have a situation. That's it.
This will likely be my last recording. My requests to shut down the FEV program have repeatedly been denied. We've learned nothing useful in the last 10 years. Why does Father insist on continuing it? If he won't see reason, then I have to take matters into my own hands. What we're doing, it's not right. It needs to stop. If anyone should find this after I'm gone, know that I never wanted to hurt anyone. Anyone! Do you understand me? I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan, and if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the Coursers can find me. Everything that we've done, the lives we've taken. If there is a God, may he have mercy on us all.
Got it. Dr. Holdren's Synth Gorilla project is showing promising results. Hi there.
Well, you're gonna have to work pretty hard to impress anyone down here.
The latest synth generation is just amazing. Those guys in robotics are working miracles.
Hey, Doc.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of... To that end, we cultivate highly specialized... We've even started to explore the idea... You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike. The initiative is still in its early stages.
Sure.
I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is.
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but I'd like to give it a try.
Great. I was hoping you'd say that. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer...
Is there anything I can do to help out?
I think Dr. Carlin was looking for help with one of his experiments. You should talk to him.
Clayton.
Something I can do for you?
Tell me more about those.
On the whole, I'd say they were a success. Their behavior does generally match what our historical data says it should be. Unfortunately, we had a few early setbacks. The creatures can become suddenly aggressive, and they're quite strong. They destroyed 2 of their synth handlers. So now we keep them in an isolated habitat.
Dr. Holdren.
Good to see you again. Did you need something?
You mentioned medical care.
In that case, you'll want to introduce yourself to Dr. Dean Volkert. He's our top biologist and also serves as the Institute's resident physician. Dr. Volkert works in the infirmary. Just, you won't find better medical care anywhere else.
Most men lack the patience to observe and document plant growth.
Hey, Doc.
Well, if it isn't our visitor from the past. Some time ago, we covertly replaced the family patriarch at Warwick Homestead with a synth. He's been field testing a variety of genetically modified seeds that I created. Take this packet of seeds to the Roger Warwick synth. Be careful with these. They represent years of genetic manipulation and enhancement. Hopefully you can manage such a simple task.
Seeds for what?
A melon plant that will, if my calculations are correct, be able to grow even in heavily irradiated soil. The fruit it bears will be perfectly healthy and edible. Or so I hope. Now listen closely, because this next... When Roger asks how your trip was, tell him some blood bugs chased you halfway across the Commonwealth. That code phrase will identify you as an agent of the Institute. Also, you must be discreet. Do nothing.
And if your synth has been compromised?
Then you'll have to improvise. Now hurry on to Warwick Homestead.
Humanity's future is taking root right here.
Take good care of yourself, and you won't have to see too much of me.
Got a minute to patch me up, Dr. Volkert?
Let's see what's wrong with you. I have to admit, the third-generation synths are really something. Now,
I need medical attention.
let's have a look. All this advanced technology, and we still can't cure the common cold. I've got... just the thing. There we are, good as new. There's a stock of medical supplies over in Requisitions, if you need more. All done. Head to Requisitions if you need medical supplies.
That's it. Jammed.
Mankind redefined.
I apologize for any disruptions that my work might cause you.
Nice.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate what we've accomplished. None of it has been easy. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind, redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
If the synths are intelligent and self-aware, then they have a right to free will.
However closely they may approximate human behavior, they are still our creations. When you see what I have to show you, I think you'll agree that we know what is best for our synths. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
Who erased his memories? And why?
Those idealistic radicals who call themselves the Railroad are behind it. We'll deal with them in time. But right now, the priority is to reclaim that synth before more harm is done. Now you should get moving. Many. Libertalia isn't hard to find. Just look for the jumble of wrecked ships floating in the harbor.
Hey.
All you gotta do is ask.
Your thoughts?
Too many folks these days count on violence to solve their problems.
I wanted to make sure things...
Thanks to you, Eddie Winter's pushing up daisies, and the Commonwealth's safer for it. What you've done, I'll never be able to thank you enough.
That's all for now.
Well, all right.
Didn't run into too much trouble coming out here, I hope.
Some blood bugs chased me halfway across the Commonwealth, but I made it.
Yeah, those things can be pretty territorial. Glad they didn't catch you. Since you traveled all this way, how about a quick tour? Right this way, if you please. I'll show you what we...
Uh-huh.
This place used to be a sewage treatment plant. You think that's why the soil here is so fertile. I bought this place about 5 years ago. I admit it was a little impulsive, but
I'd like to trade some items.
Good. We'll take those. Listen, I need your help. The whole operation's in danger of being exposed.
Why? What happened?
I think my foreman, Bill Sutton, suspects what I really am. He's been spying on me and having secret conversations. Now, he's starting to work on my wife and kids, trying to turn them against me, too.
A real crisis you've got here. At this rate, he'll have swayed the scarecrows to his side before week's end.
Just how dangerous is this foreman? Is he a real threat?
I don't know, maybe. He's heard all the same boogeyman stories. A lot of people up here are scared. Anyway, there's more to it. Cedric's vanished. Bill says he had to visit a sick relative, but I think he went to get help.
Do you have any idea where Cedric went?
Of course I don't. The whole point of their plan was to keep me from finding out. But I have a feeling. If Bill's taken June and the kids into his confidence, he might have told them. Right now, they're too suspicious to talk to me about it. Just remember, Bill's got them all pretty scared. It's not going to be easy.
Sorry, mister. I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
Well, I'm not a stranger. I'm a friend of your father's, and I'm here to help him.
Oh, good. I'm really glad you're here, because I'm scared something... Foreman Bill said Dad's a synth. That's like a robot who looks like a real person. Foreman Bill said he had an idea to take care of our synth problem. He gave Cedric's... I wish they would just leave my dad...
I'm sorry, but things are difficult right now.
Bye.
Got a few things for trade, if you're interested. Lord knows it wasn't always that way.
Not right now.
It's a good life we got here. We're grateful for it.
I just want to trade a few things.
Sure thing.
Hello.
Hey.
Do something for you?
Hey, Valentine.
Need something?
Probably about time we parted ways.
Shame. I guess I'll just...
Right.
How about a thread? I think I've got another scroll tucked away in a drawer somewhere. I'll look for it tomorrow. Okay.
entertainments. Down the stairs.
Huh? Got no quarrel with you.
Need a place to stay? Try Hotel Rexford.
I want to know what you and Bill Sutton are planning.
Yeah? What's it to you?
Answer my question. Why did Bill send you here?
I heard you twice the first time, stranger. Thing is, I don't see how any of this is your goddamn business. Unless, maybe Roger put you up to this. Tell you what, though.
Right.
If I've learned anything here, I got no particular loyalty to Bill Sutton or to Roger Warwick.
I know you're in a tough situation here, but lives are at stake. Please, help me.
Don't pretend you understand my...
I know you're in a tough situation.
Bill isn't the only one who's afraid. People all over the Commonwealth are talking about this institute. But maybe you're right. Maybe we are letting that fear get the best of us. Truth is, this whole trip was a damn fool idea if you ask me. Bill hands me a fistful of caps and says, go to Good Neighbor. They got all kinds of shady characters there. Find us a mercenary. So I'm supposed to find some contract killer like I... First I agreed, but now I'm thinking to hell with Bill Sutton. Of course, he's probably figured out that I ain't coming back. As frightened as he is.
Right.
Looks like we got another freak this won't fit anywhere else.
Hold up. I want to hear this song.
Hey, Rufus.
Wait till this song is over.
One way or another, you're gonna admit what you really are. When you do, everyone will know the real Roger Warwick is dead and gone.
But he's right here, Bill.
Bill, you're insane. Please, I'm begging you. Let's just talk about this.
You! I know you're part of this. You probably killed the real Roger so this thing could take his place.
Calm down, Bill. You're letting fear get the better of you.
I should be afraid. Everyone should. These synths are everywhere. Who the hell are you, anyway? I'll tell you who you are. You're one of them! You show up out of nowhere, have your secret chat with Roger, and the next thing I see, you're off looking for Cedric! That's right, I figured it out. I know you're up to something, and I ain't gonna trust a word you say!
Do you really want to leave these children without a father?
Their real father's long gone! And I'm guessing you people had a hand in that. So what do you plan to do, stranger? Are you ready to take a bullet for a synth?
If it means protecting innocent people from a madman, yes.
A madman? Is that what you think I am? I know what I've seen. At least, I think I do. What else could explain it? None of you believe me, do you? Am I really crazy? I don't know. I was so sure about Roger. Jesus, what if I'm wrong? What if I was about to... Right in front of June and the kids. I have to leave.
I'm sorry. I need to sort things out. I've lost sight of things.
Thank God you were here.
You okay?
Yeah, mostly. I thought for sure I was a dead man.
I'm just glad that you and your family are safe now.
Well, we're in your debt. You can tell our mutual friends that I'll get those seeds in the ground and have a report ready soon. In the meantime, you'll be safe out there.
We need more water. Even another water pump would help.
Hey there.
Got a few things for trade, if you're interested. God knows it wasn't always that way.
Protect and serve.
Well, I'm glad to see the relay didn't completely vaporize you.
Did you expect it to?
No, of course not. It was far more likely that it would just blow up. But it didn't. You made it in. Were you able to find the serum?
Got it right here.
That's it. That's really it. All right. Let's see. Retrovirus has matured nicely. Density gradient is high. Recombinant counter-intron sequences look stable. Transcriptive exon strands have formed.
How are you going to test it?
On myself, of course. That was the plan. This serum will only counteract the specific strain of FEV that I infected myself with. There's no telling what it might do to anyone else. go. Now, we wait.
How long will it take?
I don't know. Nothing like this has ever been tried before. I'm going to rest for a while. I'm back in a few days, maybe a week, and... well, I guess we'll see. In any event, you kept your end of our bargain. Thank you.
Hey, it's Whisper. Whisper's back. Pam needs you in her room.
Word is, Diamond City is under opposition control.
I suppose you're here for my medical services. Let's see what's wrong with you today.
Any news out there, Doctor?
Got nothing. Sorry.
Not now.
Let me know if that changes.
Confirming presence of rogue variable. Dispensing data. There are 3 independent reports of Courser activity. Analysis completed. Based on conclusion. The Institute stopgap solution. Terminate.
Go on.
Target designated Courser Alpha. Eliminate Courser variable.
Uh-huh.
One more hour until my shift ends.
Woo! CJ, I told you the molecular stabilization matrix held.
Funny, you didn't sound certain yesterday. It is really, really good to see you. Did it work? Did you make it inside the Institute?
I met with the leader of the Institute. And it turns out, he's my son.
What? Wasn't he just a little boy?
After they took him from me, they froze me in cryo.
Instead of being on ice for a few years, it's a few decades instead. The Institute's really done a number on you. Besides meeting your boy, did you meet Patriot too? Did Tom's holotape work?
I met Patriot. His name is Liam Binet.
I knew you'd get the job done. We need every scrap of intel you picked up in there. Write up a full report on Pam's terminal. After you're done, we'll analyze it and figure out the next step. Get to it.
You're the real deal. You actually made it inside the Institute.
How do you even fit down here in that?
Hey, Glory.
We're actually going to do this. I don't know how yet, but we're going to rescue my people.
I hope to God the Institute doesn't find us here. At least bet you never met a synth before Glory.
Systems locked. Statistical model for Operation Tea Party.
So you and Glory got assigned the same op. Compartmentalization of intel does have its cost.
Pam.
Preliminary analysis complete.
Anything we need to move on?
Affirmative. Codename Patriot requires admin credentials for Code Defender security software. Cross-indexing CIT security administrators with 2077 Commonwealth Census records. Filtering by surviving structures. One match found. Bergman. Wilfred. Bergman. Wilfred. Registered as co-owner of Cambridge Polymer Labs.
What's at Cambridge Polymer?
Cambridge Polymer Labs. L. The region is current.
After you get the password report back here. With
Uh-huh.
Don't much care for good behavior.
General.
Yeah? Hey, General.
Radio Freedom, the voice of the Minutemen. It's 1 a.m. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people.
Building something useful, I hope.
This is Radio Freedom. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates. You're tuned to Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people. This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone.
You been to Diamond City? Good noodles. Pass.
I've been working on improvements for the costume.
Then let's do this.
Let me see. These poly-limited plates give you serious protection. It ain't no power armor,
but it's the best. It's been a pleasure, Shroud.
It's 8 a.m. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people. You're tuned to Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone. You're tuned to Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people. This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people. This is Radio Freedom. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
Plenty of folks want to make life hard for people just...
Dog meat. Come on, boy. It's time to go.
Should be a fine day for a walk.
You'd build... High walls to it.
Half of you know this already, but something so big, I can't ask people to keep it secret any longer. The rumor is true. One of our agents has made it inside the Institute.
Is this what Tinker Tom was working on?
Yes, Tom's work is related, but the device and the assembly was the Wanderer's doing. After the device was assembled, he made it inside the Institute, and then back out.
Where is the Institute?
We're not sure exactly. Best guess is that it's somewhere under the old CIT. But they've been using a teleportation device to get in and out, so it could be anywhere.
What did he find out?
I know you all have questions, but I've said everything I'm going to. But know this, the ops you're planning and running now are the most important of our lives. We have a chance at rescuing more synths than we've ever dreamed of. So get it done.
You gotta be careful, man. The Institute is everywhere.
Excellent work. On our side, we've gone through your report. It was extraordinary. So many pieces of the puzzle clicked into place. Our final analysis indicates the Institute is far more formidable than we've ever feared or imagined. If we stage a mass breakout, Patriot's 13 synths will undoubtedly be the last we ever save. Instead, we use this one chance to rescue all the synths. Every last one of them.
Is that even possible?
Hopefully, Patriot's core escape plan will scale up. If it can't, well, we'll deal with it as it comes. The Institute will never let their slaves go without a fight. So the heart of our problem is manpower. Even if we call in all our agents, and we will, we won't be able to hold our own against the... Talk with C-114. If the synths down there want freedom, they must fight and risk their lives to earn it.
Z1 seems capable of that.
We always thought Patriot was the savior of the synths. But it may be more accurate to say that Z1 is. As much as we owe Patriot, we can't be certain how committed he is. If he learns we're willing to kill to free synths, he may not have the stomach for it. So get what you need. Good luck. We're all with you.
I'm ready to move in, sir.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, sir. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word, and we can start the assault on the main flotilla.
What do we know about this synth,
I think
Gabriel?
we're being shadowed. Damn. I do not like this.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
You're already dead. The raiders know we're coming. The sooner we get started, the better. someone else here. Oh, no, you don't. Gotcha.
Oh, no, you don't.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Ready to go?
Right here. Right here.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, sir. Designation X6. I've already neutral.
What do we know about this synth, Gabriel?
Designation B592. He's probably got his best fighters with him. So.
All right, let's go.
Right behind you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
did you hear something? I guess it's clear after all. There's someone else here. I think we're being shadowed. We're not alone. Got it. Wait. Did you hear something?
Target spotted.
You should have given up. I'm gonna make this as painful as possible. I think we're good. someone else here. I was hoping for a challenge. Guess I'll keep hoping. Forget to check your ammo.
Playing games with me, huh?
Oh, I know you're here. Find you.
Hold up a moment, sir. There's something important I need to tell you.
I'm listening.
I'm going to give you B592's reset code. If he hears the code phrase, it'll reset his cognitive processes and make him docile. You'll need to say B592 initialize factory reset, followed by the authorization code Gamma 71 Epsilon. Once he's shut down, I can transport him safely back to the Institute.
Good. I'd like to avoid any unnecessary violence.
Well, he might not be alone up there. Violence might be inevitable. That's all, sir. Ready when you are.
Nice.
Well
Judging
done.
by your gear, I'm gonna guess you two are agents
Just
of the
like
Institute.
me. So, made it to the top.
Is the Institute so desperate for resources that it's stealing plunder from honest, hard-working Commonwealth gangs?
B592, initialize factory reset, authorization Gamma 71 Epsilon.
You okay? Gabriel, can you hear me? Shit, they did something to him. Take them out.
Wait.
Nice work, sir. I'll take the scene. This is X688. Ready to reload the reclaimed sample B592.
Sweet.
Child synth. It's just remarkable.
Please resist any urge you might feel to eat the specimens in the hydroponic garden.
I delivered the seeds.
Good. I trust everything went smoothly.
Hardly.
Don't tell me the simple act of carrying a packet of seeds from point... On second thought, don't answer that. I have little enough faith in people as it is. I'd prefer not. Here you are, then. Something to aid in your future missions. That will be all. Thank you very much.
We must speak quickly. We cannot risk being discovered. I have made arrangements. I can get the 13 we discussed into position. But, tell me, do you think Mr. Benet's plan will work?
A better plan is to use this opportunity to rescue everyone. But Synths will have to fight for it.
And I thought Mr. Benet's plan was too ambitious. Of course, I'd fight for my freedom. And I know of a few others that might as well. But enough to face all the guards? Perhaps if we stand up openly to the scientists, more of my people would join us. Yes. Even if most don't join the fight, certainly there are many others who have been waiting their whole lives for this. But we should be prepared for some of the Synths to fight against us.
All people want to be free. They just need the opportunity to take it. All people want to be free. All people want... All people want...
If the Railroad inspires everyone like you do, the SRB is wise to fear you. You will give my people an opportunity. I admire Mr. Beignet a great deal. We can't tell him about this plan. It's his people we'll be fighting. I will talk to my friends. Meet me here tomorrow. If I don't make our appointment, assume the worst.
Synth Unit, you were scheduled for maintenance duty in SRB last night. Anything you'd like to report?
Nothing to report, sir. I carried out my duties, as usual.
Dr. Ao saw you accessing a terminal. You know you are not permitted to access terminals in that section. Is Dr. Ao mistaken?
Yes. I mean, no, he's not. But I was only...
What is it? Were you or weren't you accessing a terminal in SRB?
I was. But I swear it's not what it sounds like. I was cleaning the terminal, and it switched on by mistake. I was just shutting it down.
Was that a stunt? Have you developed a defect, Unit? Maybe you need to be reset.
Sir, I assure you that won't be necessary. It won't happen again.
See that it doesn't. You don't want me to tell you twice. Now get back to your duties.
We are honored to welcome you here.
Hey there.
Carry on, sir.
Hi.
Your presence here is a great gift, not just to Father, but to all of us.
You get me what we talked about, and I'm in business.
Liam, I got your username and password.
You railroad guys really deliver, you know? Hooking that ancient tech up to the modern terminals is going to be seriously time-consuming, even with that password. So hand it over and I'll get started.
This is a delicate operation. Are you okay if we have to use violence?
Good question. If we find ourselves in that position, we pull the plug and wait for another opportunity. We can't risk anyone's life over this.
Here you go.
Great. Listen, I need a favor. Z-114 is working the atrium again. Can you give him an update? It's safer if you do it.
Hey, Z1.
Do you require anything?
Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
The Institute's a big place. It might take a while to learn where everything is.
I'm glad to see you return safely. I know the task was difficult, but I needed you to see firsthand how dangerous a rogue synth can be.
Why do you care what happens on the surface? You're in your own world down here.
Because there are forces on the surface that could pose a threat to us, and only a fool ignores a possible threat. We might diminish that danger by correcting the false perception that we intend some great harm to mankind. But enough about that. The task is... I couldn't have hoped for a better outcome. Well done. While you were away, I had quarters prepared for you. You'll find all the basic necessities. As well, go and have a look. I think you'll be quite pleased.
Whatever you think I did, I didn't do it. Alice is a liar.
Nothing to report, sir.
I can't imagine living on the surface. It sounds like
so much research, so little time.
So your father's
Sir,
father.
We've had another situation. A code
That's
red.
weird.
What? This is the third time in 2 weeks. This is unacceptable. How could this happen?
We think there was a system glitch. We're looking into it.
Damn it, you're all useless. I'll figure out what happened. But in the meantime, tell the others to be on high alert. I want more patrols and more rounds.
Right away, sir.
If you see anything even remotely suspicious, report it immediately. This absolutely cannot happen again. Got it?
Yes, sir. Understood.
The rest see me as little more than a glorified repairman. but I'm as much a scientist as any of them.
Always be vigilant. We have many enemies.
Bet it's pretty boring down here compared to up there.
Your new quarters are here, sir.
Hey there.
Your new quarters are here, sir. When you're finished here, sir, Father wants to see you.
last person that disobeyed Captain Kells ended up scraping rust off the Pridwood hull.
Our latest intelligence tells us you've infiltrated the Institute and liberated a valuable holotape from their facility. I'm quite disappointed you chose to build the signal interceptor without the Brotherhood Knight. However, You've secured passage to and from their facility, which was one of our primary goals. So, I'm willing to overlook your lapse in judgment, since you've unexpectedly accelerated our plans. I now have 2 missions for you to complete. First and foremost, I want you to bring that holotape to Proctor Ingram right away. There could be data vital to the success of our mission on that tape, so we can't afford to take any chances. The second part of your mission requires a bit of background to explain. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the Capital Wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Li, a noted mind in the field of nuclear engineering.
How did the Brotherhood meet Dr. Li?
She was part of a civilian project in the Capital Wasteland that the Brotherhood appropriated. It wasn't difficult to convince her to stay. That said, Dr. Li's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the Capital Wasteland. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood and exiled herself to the Commonwealth. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
What sort of differences?
Although she was working with the Brotherhood of Steel, she never formally joined as a scribe. After the Capital Wasteland was secured, she objected to the Brotherhood's continued military presence there. I think she assumed we would just walk away from it all. She was wrong. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Li's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
What's this project that needs her attention?
Dr. Li previously worked on a potent weapon for the Brotherhood of Steel. We'd like her to continue where she left off. That's all I can tell you. Just keep your mind on the mission, and don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck, Knight.
We're getting a 3% Z-tilt. Adjusting thrust recommended.
Looks like we have a thruster imbalance. Tweaking pitch.
Attention! This is a reminder. Any recovered historical, technological, or social documentation should be delivered directly to Proctor Quinlan. That is all.
It sounds like we owe you our gratitude for wiping out those monsters at Fort Strong. Now, or perhaps you were interested in aiding?
I found some technical documents for you.
These look rather promising. You certainly have a knack for this sort of work. Here are the caps that I promised. Remember, the Commonwealth is an almost unlimited source for these technical documents. Check every building you explore during your patrols very carefully, and you might be pleasantly surprised at what you find.